Good morning, boys and girls, and welcome to my second attempt at a playthrough of Oxygen Not Included. Thank you very much for all the feedback that I got on the first one. I agree, it was close to an ASMR video than an Oxygen Not Included video. We are going with a simple planet. What I like about it is that it's geoactive and has volcanoes. So these will be our three duplicates, Harold, Hassan, and Rowan. We're getting one rancher with 7 husbandry, one digger, and one supplier. And we will call it Peacock's Nest. Let's just jump into it. Cool, we've got New Hope. Let's see what we've got to work with. Temperature-wise, not too bad. Quite a few hot sections, which we'll see what they have to in store for us. And we've got quite a bit of water. That's nice. Okay, then something else that we should look out for from the start is slime, especially with one of our dupes having a weak immune system. We don't want to dig into those germs, so we'll deal with that later. For now, we'll go to the left. As I explained last time, we're going to stick with the rule of 13 by 4 to each side, which would mean that a room in the middle with doors would be 24. But we're not going to dig to that side just yet. So we're going to build our bedrooms and everything on this side. So this will take care of our immediate needs, being a bathroom and a bedroom. What we are doing is, after the 13 tiles to there, we're leaving one space, then a ladder so they can actually jump onto it, and then repeating on the other side, which means you're left with 5 in the middle to run your pipes, your wires, and all the goodies that we need in a neat fashion. So we've got our first bonuses from the latrine and the barracks, and there you could see Rowan jump up once because there's not enough oxygen, but we are going to deal with that soon. See, the carbon's already falling down into this pit, and this oxygen will swap it out. Okay, well done. Hassan has gotten himself captured. Let's see if he makes it out. Yes, he does. Well done, Hassan. Okay, cool. Now we can start with our research. To research, we need a battery and a battery or power generator, which for now all we have is our manual generator. And now we have our first blueprint to choose from. I ideally want to get a researcher, which they were kind enough not to give us. What you gonna do? But I do love doing ranching, so I might choose Nisbet to join us. So you're gonna need a bed. And we are going to start preparing this floor for our Greathall when the time comes. Oxygen is becoming a bit of a problem, so what we'll do is we'll put an oxygen diffuser in. Luckily we have got access to algae, which on some maps you don't. And that will take care of our needs. We'll actually get a little bit more. Okay, we've got our first duplicate that's ready for a skill. Hassan, well done. So now we'll be able to dig out these other things that we have that we wanted to, including this area, but we need to keep in mind that there is slime there. So what you can do is put the slime in a container that's submerged, and then it can't off gas. Give us a researcher. Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm just going to have to put someone else into researching for now, and then later skill scrub them. Look at those little guys go. You will join as the buffest dupe ever. Okay, I need to get my schedules up and running. So like I explained the previous time, your main consideration with different schedules is not putting too much pressure on your bathrooms. So what I'm going to do is just make sure that the bathroom time or the bath time is on that side and the work time is on that time. And then we can move half the dupes there. And because we've got 3 toilets, it'll make sure that all of them have an opportunity to go to the bathroom. Next, I need to decide what I'm going to do with all this water. I like putting it in one central area so I can sort of see where I'm at, but it's a little bit hard here because of all the slime. So I need to give it some thought. I like the idea of using a gravity to fall it down into this pit, but this pit's not going to be big enough and it's not symmetrical, which would be the worst part. So with all the challenges that I'm facing with the water now, and as much as I loathe having a base that's not symmetrical, I'm going to just increase the size of this water tank and drop that water into there. And later, when we're big and strong, we can get rid of this slime and this polluted water and build one centralized tank. So we've got our first dupe that can be a rancher, which means I want to build a ranching station. So we can get these hatches a little bit more organized. Same pro tip applies. We are going to add another door here to make sure they perceive it to be one big room, but they're always in this small area here. So now we'll wrangle up all of these hatches and drop them off here, even though their base is still being built. And just like that, it laid an egg. That was insane. We have our next duplicate. Still no one that does research properly. But Askan, I think you're better than most and you can be a cook while you're at it. So welcome to the base, Askan. I need to do your skills. You're going into researching first. Travaldo, I'm going to change yours. You will start with farming. Rowan, you'll be our next rancher. Hassan, super hard digging. Supply. Okay, let's give you guys hats so I can have an idea of what you guys are doing, and it'll help me with my skills or allocating the priorities. Okay, so priorities wise, no one does research except for Askan, and Askan has it as a high priority, even though you're not great at it yet. Let's wait for you guys to put on hats. Ooh, am I missing a bed? And let's get this going as well. Overkill. That's the way I like it. Okay, priorities. Harold, you will tidy, supply, and store. Hassan, you're right. Tidy, supply, and store. Misbet, ranching, ranching. Travaldo, farming. Like so. Cool. Gonna do something a little unconventional to get the water into the spot that it needs to go. I'm gonna run it through my base. Just need to make sure that I don't trap any of the dupes on that side. Okay, guys, finish that for me, please. Now everyone just go up. Leave. No, that's you as well. Now watch them try to get stuck. Well done, yo, Christmas does come. Okay, I'll dig that open. And some of the water will first go where it's not supposed to, but luckily there it was sealed up. We'll open that. So So it's just a little easier for it. Okay, and now I can start with the big boy bathrooms. First three sinks, then 3 lavatories, and 2 showers. A lot of people will tell you don't need showers, which is true. It doesn't give as much of a benefit, but why not? I would like to shower if I was a dupe. Plug all my pipes in like that, and you can just run them through, but this looks a lot neater. Oh, not like that. Ooh, I'm building at a 9 priority. No wonder. You'll get your dupes super stressed, and a lot of the other jobs that you want done will never get done if you keep building at a high priority. That's why slow and steady is generally better with oxygen not included. Oxygen is becoming a bit of a problem, but more because the battery keeps running out. So I'm just going to help it along. Why would you pee into the water? Why? Don't you love me? And now it's too much liquid. Ugh, and now there's food poisoning in the water. Silly mistakes. So now we wouldn't want to combine these two pools of water until the food poisoning is gone, which it will go on its own. Okay, let's queue a bit more of this until the mealwood is ready to support the base. Okay, you guys are idle, so let's start with the next project. Have I got... No, I don't have that yet. Okay, so I want to run my power spine, which I explained in the previous video. That I don't have the research for that either. Ooh. You guys are killing me. In the meantime, what I can do is get this rock crusher built so I can get some refined metals that we're going to need for our power momentarily. Okay, so for now we're going to just transform 10 pieces of iron ore into iron. The disadvantage of using a rock crusher as opposed to a metal refinery is that it's not as efficient. You lose half of your raw material, or it's transformed to sand as opposed to iron, which doesn't happen with a refinery, but we're not big boy enough to use that just yet. Okay, hatchling eggs or a proper researcher. I can't help myself. I have literally no food and yet I'm getting another duplicate. Not my best, but okay. Let's just go skills, Ellie, research, priorities. Ellie, where are you? Askan, I'm going to skill scrub soon. This is the start of our power spine, but we don't have super hard digging yet, so it's more of a idea at this stage than an actual implementation, but it'll soon be up and running, and then we can power our base from a central point. Okay, and this is why we built smart batteries. This is definitely just temporary. We are going to move this out of our main base later on. And I'm just going to connect it on like that, like that. And we're just going to use some coal generators. Boom, boom, boom. I think what I'm going to do while this is still here, I'm going to put my food in the chlorine. That way it won't go off. And just like that, my food won't go off. And just like You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. That we have got proper power going in the base. We're setting this to a low threshold of 30, which means if it reaches 30, it'll tell these generators to switch on, and we're switching that to 90 just so that 90, just so that the animation that these generators make when they're told to switch off, when they reach the top, they don't waste that last bit of energy. So we can disable that building. The water sieve will now be running. We can, as we can see here, lovely. This is now primed. We won't use any more of our clean water because we use this pipe. A liquid pipe like this, a bridge, I mean, will only fill a system if there's a space for it. It's now full, so we won't use any more water. The rest of the water will run from the bathrooms and the shower and the basins into the water sieve, where it'll be cleaned and pumped out. But it's going to create an excess of water. So in the next episode, we will find a way to deal with that excess water. Thank you very much for watching. I'm Peacock. Please let me know what you thought of the video. Good, bad, ugly. And I would love to make some more videos and teach you guys what I know. Thanks for watching.